It's week 3 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Commanders and the Packers, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Daniels looking to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. taken down at the 42. You talk about this Washington defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. Being chased out left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Milton Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Play action, now it's Daniels. It gets this complete to Shaheed.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a 1st down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. When you look at this Packers defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power, to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. From the 43, here's second down and 8. ETN once more. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced
Automatic
error.
first
Stay
down.
alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Daniels. He'll find Harry on the right side. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Daniels. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, right back to Etienne. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Daniels. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Right, it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
Seibert's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Etienne up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Daniels throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Looking to throw. Daniels toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Commanders are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Purdy. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. In motion left goes Watson. Here's Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 3rd and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Daniels looking to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Catch made by Watson on the out route. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw, Purdy. And complete once again to Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Purdy. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Caught on the right side, Reed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Purdy. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Daniels. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Washington. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
At the 32-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra. It's now 13-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Purdy now to throw. Rolling to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never down for a second. They pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Buying time to his left.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. That'll be caught by Cup. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Purdy from the gun. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here is Washington now to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Daniels. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Daniels. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Looking to throw. Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Second and 4. Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
And they'll accept that penalty. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. It's Lloyd. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. In motion right comes Reed. Here's Purdy.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run with Etienne.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devontae Wyatt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Purdy. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Purdy. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Purdy, big 4th down play. Going up top for Cup. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Purdy got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion left goes a tight end. Back to throw. For the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On second and goal, Purdy nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Wash.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Seibert on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy looking to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Purdy on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. 2nd down and 6 now. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really paved the way.